This one from Pro Football Focus. Early and late round draft fits for every NFL team. For the Browns, early round fit wide receiver Tez Walker out of North Carolina. Late round fit defensive tackle Tyler Davis from Clemson. Browns are still searching for that vertical threat in their passing offense. Walker brings exactly that to the wide receiver position. 4.36 40. Prove that. Could also add some youth to their interior defensive line. Davis brings a lot of experience. Reliable run defender who can be a good rotational depth piece. With the trade for Judy, the vertical threat isn't. He's not quite as fast as Walker, but he is a vertical threat, so that's been lessened somewhat.
Yeah, and I think with Devontae Walker, the question I think we're all going to be wondering is how much higher would he have gone if he had been able to play the first handful of games of the season? Couldn't get the transfer waiver, to play right away. North Carolina only got 8 games, still had almost 700 yards and 7 touchdowns, so almost a touchdown per game for Devontae Walker. Even if you look at his combine stats, he's not just fast. You'll talk about that 4.36 time, 10-yard split of about 1.54. So that's elite burst you're talking about. It's not just long speed with Devontae Walker. He can get to that top gear pretty quickly. And if you have top gear with top end burst and the ability to get there quickly, that's a massive weapon to have in Devontae Walker. And Tyler Davis, Clemson's had a good defense for the last few years. You talk about their struggles they've had on offense over the past several seasons. Their defense has been rock solid, and Tyler Davis has been a big reason for it. Just steady in the middle of that defensive front. He's been effective throughout his career. You do have to worry about there is some injury history with him, but I think for me personally, I'm not as concerned about that, guys with injury history, because how many guys have come into the NFL with an injury history and, really have stayed relatively healthy for most of their careers? And then you have the opposite, guys who really never missed a game in college and they get to the NFL and they have a hard time staying on the field. So it's hard. It's just impossible to predict that because of the, collisions in football, how fast they are. Guys are inevitably going to get injured. So I think ultimately you can't really worry about that. But, looking for a late round D tackle, Tyler Davis sticks out as another run stuffing option.